especially someone about to turn 90. "Had about all the fun you can stand?" Emma asked.
"I'm afraid if it gets any darker out, you won't be able to see the roads to drive home."
Emma led them to a less crowded spot on the dance floor where they could hear each other better. "It's all right, Granddad. That's what I have headlights for. Do you remember all the safety features we looked at when we picked out the car?"
"I know, and that's good. But there could be drunk drivers or hijackers. At this time of night, all sorts of delinquents come out looking for trouble."
Emma turned her wrist enough to see the hands on her silver watch. "Nope, it's just past 8:30. I think the murderers wait until at least 10. He missed her sarcasm.
"Murderers? I didn't even consider them."
"If you're ready to go, Granddad, we'll at least have to find Taylor and West and give our congratulations."
"Oh, yes, and please check on the card I put on the gift table. I'm so afraid it will get lost surrounded by all those big boxes."
"Of course. I'll make sure it's still there." The song ended, and Emma took Granddad's arm, leading him to their table and putting his ice water glass in front of him. "Let me see if I can bring Taylor to you. I'm sure she'll want to say goodbye before they leave for Jamaica."
"So far away."
"It's only a honeymoon. We'll see her as much as we ever did when they get back." Emma's heart gave a painful squeeze, wishing she believed the words herself. Taylor and West had bought a house 2 hours away, near his new job. The beautiful, blushing bride was chatting with 2 of her aunts, but she came right over when Emma explained that Granddad was ready to leave. Taylor and Granddad had a special bond, and not just because she'd been his live-in nurse all these years. Even after he recovered from his stroke, Taylor stayed on. Granddad liked her company. She made his dinner just the way he liked it. She ironed and starched his shirts to perfection. Who would do that now? Certainly not Emma. It was easier to think those kinds of tasks were beneath her than admit she'd be terrible at them. It was too stressful to think about that at the moment. Taylor linked arms with Emma as they slowly made their way through the packed ballroom, often having to stop for people wanting to congratulate the bride or gush about her gorgeous A-line lace gown. "How will you ever get back to West?" Emma asked. "He'll find me." Taylor glanced around and spotted her new husband dancing with his grandmother. Her eyes softened with obvious love and affection. Emma couldn't help feeling a swell of pride. After all, she'd brought the 2 together. Who knew matchmaking could be such a powerful thing? Taylor moved forward and knelt in front of Granddad's chair, taking his hands. Emma automatically adjusted the back of her friend's dress to avoid making creases and stood by to make sure no one stepped on the end of it.
"Standing guard?"
Emma glanced over her shoulder at George. "Well, of course. It's part of the girls' code. We go to the bathroom in herds, pull loose hairs from sweaters, and hold up the ends of each other's fancy dresses. There's a whole list, but I'll spare you."
"And I appreciate that. So, are you and Mr. Woodhouse leaving? Could I possibly get a ride? Your sister and my brother are staying to the bitter end. I just know it."
"Of course they will. And if I wasn't such a homebody, I'd have you drive Granddad home and I'd stay. But as it is, my feet hurt. And all I want to do is curl up on my soft leather couch with a book."
"Then it's settled."
The 3 of them gave their goodbyes to Taylor, and George carefully helped Granddad through the crowds and out to the parking lot while Emma followed close behind. At least if they were losing Taylor, they still had George. He stopped by almost daily to chat with Granddad and tease Emma about pretty much anything she happened to be serious about at the time. It used to make her so mad. This brother of her brother-in-law who insisted on hanging around, not quite family and not quite friend. But now it was a game they played. Who could annoy each other the most? It took a lot to break George, but she was getting good at it, and she had a great new idea that was sure to drive him insane.